Good morning! Hello, 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 hello. I am Mambi at your service. So once again, I'm back to present to you my lesson about permutation and combination. So this topic covers week 3 and 4 of our quarter 3. Okay, for the objectives of our lesson are as follows. First, illustrate combinations of object and find the number of combinations. Second, differentiate permutation from a combination. And third, identify situations that involve permutations or combinations. Yan, so there are 3. Now, first, I will give you an introductory question. Something to do with our lesson. So this is a multiple choice type of question. And it goes like this. Which of the following statement best describe the difference of permutation from combination? Is it letter A? Permutation, where order is important, as the combination. Letter B, permutation order doesn't matter and combination order is important. Letter C, permutation where order matters and combination where order doesn't matter. And finally, letter D, permutation deals with selection where combination deals with the arrangement. So what do you think among the 4? Sige, hula-hula. Tingnan natin kung tamang hula ninyo. So, the answer is letter C. Permutation where order matters and combination where order doesn't matter. Yan. So, ano kaya ito? So, malalaman ninyo mamaya. So, let's start with lesson number 1. And this is about illustrates the combination of objects. So, here you will be showing how combination will take place in an object. So, ano nga ba yung combination? So, a combination is a mathematical technique that determines the number of possible arrangement in a collection of objects where the order of arrangement is not important. In combinations, you can select the items in any order. Yan. So, matatandaan ninyo when we were in permutation, we are particular with the order of objects. But now, in combination, the order is not that important. So, ibig sabihin, kahit siya mabaliktad, iisa lang ang bilang noon. Iisa lang ang kahulugan noon. So, kahit mabaliktad siya. So, for example, kung yan ang ating number ay 12, the digits 1, 2, pag biniliktad natin siya na 2, 1, same lang siya. So, bali ang bilang lang niyan ay isa. Let's say AB, gagawin natin BA, same lang siya. Alright, so to know more, so tingnan natin. So, let's have some examples. Directions. Determine whether the given situation or task illustrates combination or not. If it is not, rephrase the situation or task to make it an illustration of combination. So, we have 4 problems. First, a team of 8 basketball players needs to choose a captain and co-captain. Second, there are 45 applicants for 3 computer programmer positions. Third, 8 outfits chosen from 15 outfits to be modeled. And fourth, top 3 winners out of 7 contestants in Math Quiz B. So, alin kaya dito sa mga situations na to, the order is not important. So, yun ay combination. So, kung kailangan iayos, then it's not combination, di ba? Oh, so let's see, these are the solutions. Para dun sa una, this about a team of 8 basketball players needs to choose 2 leaders to guide them. So, remember that ang dalawang leaders to guide them are the coach, di ba? And the assistant coach. Yan. So, ayan yung ating 8 basketball players. So, ano kaya ito? Kailangan ba nito ng order? Is the order important? So, remember na pipili tayo ng dalawang leaders. So, this one is not combination. Bakit? Because there is an order of arrangement. Since the position of captain is different from the co-captain. So, captain palang tawag, hindi coach. So, different from captain and co-captain. So, the order matters. Siyempre, di ba yung, remember, 8 sila. So, pipili ka ng dalawa. Siyempre, once na yung isa ay naging captain na, the other one, the rest cannot be captain or cannot also be a captain. Kasi isa lang ang captain. At siyempre, kung may captain, may co-captain. So, the order matters, di ba? So, kailangan, we will consider first the 2 top positions. So, yung siguro yung matitirang 6, okay na yon, ha? So, pwede na sila, bali members na lang sila. So, in this case, the position or the order matters. Next one. There are 45 applicants for 3 computer programmer positions. Ngayon, is the order matters here? Is the order important? Is it combination or not combination? This is combination because you are just going to select 3 computer programmer positions from the applicants. So, the order is not important. So, kukuha ka lang ng 3 programmer positions, di ba? So, hindi naman importante yung pagkakasunod eh. Pipili ka lang naman eh. So, this is a combination. Next one. 8 outfits chosen from 15 outfits to be modeled. Ayan. So, kumbaga merong 15 na pagpipilian. Ang kukunin mo lamang ay 8. Sa pagkuha ba ng 8 outfits, importante ba yung order? Importante ba yung pagkakasunod-sunod? So, is this combination or not? So, this is combination because you are just going to select 8 outfits from the given 15 sets of outfit. So, still the order is not important. So, mag-choose ka lang naman ng damit mo eh. 'Di ba? Wala naman siyang pattern na susundan. Wala naman siyang order na susundan. Kasi pag may order na susundan, not combination 'yun. Okay, next. How about this? Top 3 winners out of 7 contestants in Math Quiz B. Ayan. So, so you are familiar with ranking of winners, di ba? So, pag may ranking, is the order important or not? So, this is not combination kasi the top 3 winners can be ranked as first, second, and third. So, the order of arrangement is important. Ayan. So, dahil kailangan siya ng ranking, ng order, ng pagkakasunod-sunod. So, this is not combination. Kasi para masabing combination, walang sinusundang order. So, ito, may pagkakasunod-sunod. May first, may second, and third. So, this is not combination. The order is important. Okay, so ngayon, you try this. I will give you 3 minutes. And you are going to determine whether the given situation is a combination or not. So, write C if it is a combination and NC if it is not a combination. So, in your notebook, I'll give you 3 minutes. Okay? So, time starts now. Okay, so time's up. So check your own work. The answers, number 1, C. Number 2, C. Number 3, and C. Number 4, C. Number 5, and C. Did you get it all right? So, I'll give more clarification do sa number 3. Do sa number 3, this is not combination. Bakit? Because there is an arrangement in the 6-spotted plants. So, i-arrange siya in a row. So, dahil i-arrange siya in a row, the order is important. As well as number 5, the 7 frontliners will stand in a row. So, there is an arrangement. So, the order is important. So, this is not combination. So, moving on to more examples. Let's apply that to problem solving. Let us recall how to arrange set of objects by listing method. So, remember when we were on lesson about permutation. So, you encountered about listing method. Example number 1. I need to put the harvested sitaw, lagkitang mais, saging matching, and makapuno in a basket. However, the basket can only carry 3 kinds of this. How many ways can I select 3 kinds out of these 4 farm products? So, I'm going to represent sitaw as S, lagkitang mais as LM, saging matching as SM, and makapuno as M. So, sabi nga, I'm going to only choose 3 of them. So, I will try first sitaw, lagkitang mais, saging matching. So, that's S, LM, SM. Next, I will try sitaw, lagkitang mais, makapuno. So, that's S, LM, M. Third, I'll try sitaw, saging matching, makapuno. So, that's S, SM, M. And then, I'll try lagkitang mais, saging matching, makapuno. So, that's LM, SM, M. So, meron pa ba akong hindi nagamit? Ayan lang. So, that means to say, there are 4 ways. Yan. So, dun sa permutation, pag binaliktad natin to, that's another count. So, dito hindi. Kasi the order is not important eh. So, kahit ay sulat ko muna ay LM, S, tsaka SM, isa lang ang bilang noon. So, please take note from the illustration. You notice that the number of ways is 4. Diba? 1, 2, 3, 4. And order of the arrangement is not important. So, this is an example of a combination problem. Another example. A group of cultural muffers wants to visit the three ancestral houses in San Pablo City: the Pule Malbar Mansion, the Conducto Mansion, and the Prudencia Pule Ancestral House, as part of their project about local cultural heritage mapping. Each of them will only visit two ancestral houses for a day. How many ways can a mapper select two out of the three ancestral houses? So, dun sa tatlong ancestral houses, dalawa lang ang kanilang bibisitahin sa isang araw. So, mag-shortcut tayo ha. Masyado mahaba ang pangalan eh. So, tawagin natin tong Malbar, Conducto, Prudencia. Prudencia, tama. Solution. So, by illustration using the pictures of the three ancestral houses, you can be able to determine the number of ways of selections that can be made by the mappers. So, ito yung mga tatlong mansions. Malbar, Conducto, Prudencia. So, ito yung tatlo. Dalawa lang ang pupuntahan. So, unang pwede kong puntahan muna ang Malbar and then Prudencia. Or pwede na namang Malbar, Conducto, or Prudencia, Conducto. So, ilan to? There are 3 ways. Okay. So, in short, this is another example of combination problem. So, let's proceed to lesson number 2. So, ngayon, familiar na kayo kailan nagiging combination and not combination. In short, pag sinabi natin not combination, that pertains to permutation. So, in short, ano nga yun ang difference between combination and permutation? So, kanina dun sa ating mga practice exercises or mga examples, the previous examples, ang choices natin is whether it's combination and not combination. And that pertains to, yung not combination pertains to permutation. So, for now, you will know the difference between the two. So, what is ano ba talaga ang kaibahan ng permutation versus combination? So, the fundamental difference between permutation and combination is the order of objects. In permutation, the order of objects is very important. As against this, in the case of combination, the order does not matter at all. Yan. So, ganun yung na-present ko kanina. If the order is important, it's permutation. If the order is not important, it's combination. Examples. So, determine the following situations that represent permutation or combination. So, makikita ninyo puro situations muna ang binibigay ko. Wala pa muna kayong sinosolve. Kasi dapat maging aware kayo dun sa mga situations when it becomes permutation or when it becomes combination. Kasi pag hindi nyo masosolve to. So, wala munang magaganap na pagsosolve. So, for example, sa number 1, choosing 3 students from 10 students in a class who will represent the math, science, and English contest. So, meron daw 10 estudyante. Pipili ng 3 para i-represent. O, siguro may contest, di ba? May contest. O, may quiz B. May district contest. So, ipapadala para lumaban sa math, science, and English contest. So, what do you think? Is this permutation or combination? So, the answer After the 3 students are chosen, each one of them will be assigned as a contestant in math, science, and English. Arrangement of the contestant is important. Thus, it is permutation. Siyempre, kailangan natin dito na i-arrange talaga uh, yung 10 bata na yun kung sino yung the best among them. Diba? So, syempre, ipanglalaban sa math, sa science, and English. So, napaka-importante yun na ma-determine sino yung best sa kanila. So, the order is important. Number 2, selecting 10 students from 25 students who audition to join the school's dance club. So, selecting, magse-select ng 10 students. So, what do you think? This one is, the order of selecting the 10 students is not important as all of them will be members of the dance club. So, the arrangement is not important, thus it is a combination. So, magse-select lang naman ng 10 bata out of 25 students. Diba? So, halimbawa, from student 1, kukunin ko yung student 5, kukunin ko yung student 7, para makakuha ko ng 10 students, etc., etc. So, in any manner, in any order. So, therefore, this is a combination. Next, choosing 3 distinct flavors of ice cream from 6 flavors and placing them on an ice cream cone. Yan. So, halimbawa, chocolate flavor, strawberry flavor, cheese flavor. Yan. Importante bang may order? The order of the 3 ice cream flavors is not important as all the flavors will be put in the ice cream cone. So, since the arrangement is not important, then this is a combination problem. Ba? Kukuha ka lang naman mag-choose ka lang naman ng 3 distinct flavors eh. So, wala namang susundang rules yun, diba? So, to know more about the difference between the two, so here is the comparison chart. Based on their meaning, order, what does it denote, what it is, what is it, ano yung expected answer, and the formula. Yan. So, nakita nyo rito yung given na formula. So, pag daw permutation, it refers to the different ways of arranging. So, pag may involved na arranging, so may something na i-arrange. Yan. So, that is permutation. Samantalang ang combination, this refers to several ways of choosing. Yan. Choosing items. So, mamimili lang. Magse-select lang. Katulad nung binigay na example kanina. So, choosing items from a large set of objects. Now, how about the order? Sa permutation, the order is very relevant. So, napaka-importante ng order, ng pagkakasunod-sunod. Whereas sa combination, it is irrelevant. So, kahit magkabali-baligtad sila, okay lang. Now, so, ano ba ang denote ng permutation? So, ano ba yung pinatutungkol? So, ito yung mga pwede nyo tandaan na mga keywords. So, permutation, as I have said a while ago, deals with arrangement. So, mayroong aayusin. So, pwede siyang in a row, in a line, etc. Sequence. So, may pagkakasunod-sunod. Something about may line up. And following schedule. Samantalang ang combination, it's purely about selection. And particularly to a group or to a sample. Okay, so was it? What is it? So, permutation, particularly, we are referring to the ordered elements. So, yung dealing with ranking, dealing with position, ayan. So, it follows an order. Matalang combination, wala. It's unordered. Ha? Walang sinusunod, walang rules na involved. And sa expected answer, how many different arrangement can be created? So, yun ang, kumbaga, tinutumbok ng question pertaining to determining the different arrangements. Samantalang sa combination, pertaining to different groups chosen from a larger group. So, pag ang problem deals with expected answer is something that is as a group, ba? So, yun ay combination. And heto po yung formula for permutation and combination. So, alam na natin yung N and R from the previous lesson that we have. Okay, so to continue, try this out. So, directions, identify whether the situation is combination or permutation. So, I will give you 3 minutes to answer these 10 problems. So, your time starts now. Okay, so time's up. So these are the answers. So check your own work. Did you get 10? Oh, very good. Now that you know how to determine whether the situation is about permutation or combination, let's proceed to more examples. So, consider the letters from the word mat. How many 3-letter combinations can be formed if letter A, order of the letters is important, and letter B, order of the letters is not important? Same word, mat, but then we will determine 3-letter combinations. How many 3-letter combinations? So, 3 letters lang ang gagamitin natin dun sa 4 letters sa mat. So, let's see. Let's begin with letter A. If the order of the letters is important, so we're going to list all the possible arrangement. So, we have as follows: MAT, MTA, MHA, MAH, MTH, MHT. For letter A, AHM, AMH, AHT, ATH, AMT, ATM. Now for starting with T, TAM, TMA, TMH, THM, THA, TAH. And starting with H, HAM, HMA, HTM, HMT, HAT, HTA. So that's a total of 24 ways. That is the order with letters of or with order of letters important. So how about letter B? For letter B, if the order of the letters is not important, now we have the following arrangement. We have MAT, MHA, AHT, and TMH. And as you can see, there are only 4 ways. Diba? So here the order of the letters is not important. So pag binaliktad natin, counted as 1 lang siya. Yan. So nakita niyo yung difference of permutation and combination. Now, let us recall the formula for permutation and let us check if the answer is really 24. Kasi, yung ginawa natin kanina yung pag-listing the possible arrangement, so yung listing method na tinatawag, medyo the process is too long. Siguro kung gusto nating, if we want to check the outputs or the outcomes, we can. Pero paano naman kung masyadong marami? Diba? It is time consuming. So, para ma-check, try natin yung formula ng permutation. So, the number of permutations of n objects taken are at a time, as you all know, is denoted by P of n comma R. And this is the formula. Remember this. So, P of n comma R is equal to n factorial over n minus R factorial. So, let n is equal to 4. Kasi diba, there are 4 letters in math. And taken 3 at a time, so R is equal to 3. So, it's equal to P of 4 comma 3. And then, by substitution, we have P of 4 comma 3 is equal to 4 factorial over 4 minus 3 factorial. And it's equal to 4 factorial over 1. Kasi 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. And 4 factorial divided by 1 is simply 4 factorial. And 4 factorial is equal to 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is equal to 24. Diba? So, check. Tama ang sagot natin kanina. Now, so, check din natin yung combination. So, ano yung ulit sagot kanina? 4 ways. So, for combination, the number of combination that may be formed from n objects taken are at a time is denoted by the following notations. And read as the combination of n taken are at a time. So, ito yung mga representations ng combination formula. So, it can be n CR, C of n comma R, or C of n R. And the combination formula is equal to C of n comma R is equal to n factorial over n minus R factorial times R factorial. So, itong R factorial, pwedeng narito sa kanan o pwedeng narito sa kaliwa. So, check nga natin yung sagot kanina. So, remember that the word math has 4 letters. So, n is equal to 4. And then, taken 3 at a time. So, R is equal to 3. So, let's substitute it to the formula. C of n comma R is equal to n factorial over n minus R factorial times R factorial is equal to C of 4 comma 3 is equal to 4 factorial over 4 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. So, simplifying, we have 4 factorial over 1 factorial times 3 factorial. Expanding, we have 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 1 times 3 times 2 times 1. To simplify this, we can apply cancellation. So, we can cancel 2 on the numerator and 2 on the denominator. As well as we can cancel 3 on the numerator and 3 in the denominator. So, anong natira? 4. So, 4 times 1 is 4 over 1 is equal to 4. So, that's it. We got the same answer. It's really equal to 4 ways. So how do you find the combination formula? Oh, let's have more examples. Solve the following. Number 1, find 4C2 and number 2, 9C6. So solutions, number 1, 4C2 is equal to 4 factorial over 4 minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial is equal to 4 factorial over 2 factorial times 2 factorial. Expanding, we have 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 2 times 2 times 2 times 1 times 2 times 1. So, cancel 2 and then 2 and then 4. Pwede bang i-cancel ang 2 and 4? Pwede. Kasi 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Ayan. So, if you can divide the numerator and denominator by the same number, then you can still apply the process of cancellation. So, anong natira? 2 times 3 is 6 times 1 is 6 over 1 is equal to 6. Now, let's have number 2. 9C6 is equal to 9 factorial over 9 minus 6 factorial times 6 factorial is equal to 9 factorial over 3 factorial times 6 factorial. Expanding, we have 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 3 times 2 times 1 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Now, I am showing you the expanded form so that you will really you really see how the solution goes or how did we get the answer. Pero, pag familiar na kayo, if you are used to this, you can use scientific calculator. So, makikita nyo naman dun. You can use scientific calculator. So, dahil mahaba siya, sige, mag-cancel tayo. So, we can cancel 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meron pa ba? Meron pa rin. So, we can still cancel 3 sa baba, 9 sa taas. So, 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. So, ilalagay nyo yung sagot dun sa mas mataas. And then, kung nasaan yung mas mataas, pwede ko ting cancel ang 8, 2. So, 8 divided by 2 is 4. So, ang natira ay 3 times 4, 12 times 7 is 84. Okay, so the answer is 84. Diba? So, madali lang mag-solve ng combination problem. Dahil dyan, you are going to try this test. How many combinations are possible from the letters pandemic if the letters are taken 1 at a time, 2 at a time, 5 at a time? So, try this at home. Siyempre nga, sabay nga pala kayo. And then, take a picture and then send it to me. So, I will give you 5 points if you got this right. Okay? So, once again, thank you for listening. And as usual, keep safe everyone. I am Mambi. Sana na may natutunan kayo ngayong araw na to. Alright? So, bye-bye. So, good evening. And have a nice day.